Hi, good morning. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Gemini. It's still very early, so I apologize if my voice sounds a little croaky. I'm doing this reading very early in the morning. I think it's around 6:30 at this stage, okay? So, I've changed my setup again, as you can see. Like I said in my previous readings, unfortunately we have construction work going on outside and I have to constantly move around the space that I'm doing my readings. So I've decided to do the readings in my bedroom, and anyway, I made a little altar here for the readings. So this is going to be the setup for now, okay, for a little while. I also said that I was on a sabbatical. I still am, but I don't want to allow the sabbatical to interfere with my readings, and my readings to interfere with my sabbatical. So I'm going to try and to accommodate. The readings may not come out as smoothly, but because I have other responsibilities as well that I have to take care of. Okay, so I'm going to take this specific deck and do this reading, and then I'm going to choose an oracle card. Okay, so archangels, ascended masters, spiritual guides, spiritual healers, providers, protectors, universe, cosmic mother and father, source, whatever you resonate as. Please give me an oracle card. What messages do you want to allow to come through today for Gemini? What messages do you want to allow to come through for Gemini today? What messages do you want to allow to come through for Gemini today? Okay. Okay, Gemini. Well, I haven't even eaten yet, so this is the card that the universe chose for you today. Fear of death. Fear of death. Okay, so this could basically mean anything, okay? Fear of death could mean anything. Fear of death could mean anything. It doesn't necessarily mean you fear death itself, but it could be that you fear a death of a situation, a death of a relationship. Okay, death doesn't necessarily mean we should always try to move away from having a very linear perspective of how we see things. And when you hear the word death, people constantly assume it's just one thing that we talk about, but it could be a death of a situation, a death of a relationship. We'll see what the universe wants to say. Okay. Okay, this is the card that the universe chose for you. And then, okay, I'm going to put this aside. And then the universe gave you the Three of Swords. And when you look at the Three of Swords, we usually speak of heartache, something that caused pain and heartache. I'm just putting it like this so that you can see. Okay, something that can cause pain or heartache. So you may fear heartache of some sort or disappointment. Okay, you may be scared of losing something. You may be scared of disappointment. Okay, this is what's coming through. Okay, let's just see where this goes, this reading, okay? And then we're going to read the Oracle card. I forgot to put on the incense or light the incense. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Judgment card. Judgment card. Okay, if you just hold on a second, I'm just going to get my flask of water. Okay. Okay, 10 of Swords. You start off the reading with a 10 of Swords. But let's see first what the Oracle card has to say. What is it? Number 47. Okay, Fear of Death. Number 47, Fear of Death. Let's just see what... Okay, so this basically implies that it strongly comes across to me as somebody that's fearful of making a decision of some kind. Okay. And where the Fear of Death card comes in, it's not necessarily a fear of death or of somebody passing away. It could be that, because death is something that we fear because we do not know what to expect on the other side, or if there's an afterlife. Some of us are not believers of the afterlife, okay? And it may be that this could be possibly the fear that you have. The other scenario is you could possibly have a fear of the death of a situation or a relationship, or you are fearful of making a decision, and it could mean the end of something, okay? And you're scared of it, okay? Because it may affect something of value if you make a decision. Okay, so you start off the reading, and bottom of the deck is the Judgment card. When I look at the Judgment card usually speaks of win or lose situations. It also speaks of legal issues. It also speaks of, when I think of the Judgment card, it speaks of a decision that needs to be made. It speaks of, this is the bottom of the deck, this card. It speaks of something that's weighing on you, okay? It comes across as something that's weighing heavily on your mind. Gemini. Because you start off the reading with a Ten of Swords, when you will see here in this card, this man, he is staring out into the distance. He is not even aware of the woman that's hiding between the sharp swords in the background. She's lurking there, and she has a rose, and the rose is a rose of transformation. So it's almost like, excuse me, you could be scared of making a decision, and it leaves you in your head. It leaves you in your head, Gemini. It leaves you in your head. I'm just going to turn this like this. And it leaves you possibly indecisive in a situation where you're indecisive with the Ten of Swords. You cannot make up your mind about something. It could be that you come across as somebody that's, you may be a Gemini, you're very open-minded, you are one of the intellectual signs because you're an air sign, but you also come across as somebody that's very traditional. And this decision that you're going to make is something that's going to affect something of your life, okay? A traditional part of your life, perhaps. Okay, I'm just telling you what I'm picking up, okay? Intuitively. And this is followed by the Nine of Wands. And you will see here in the specific deck, the Nine of Wands is a juggler. This decision that you're going to make will possibly require you to, maybe it's because you feel that if you do this, or whatever it is that you want to do, or this decision that you make that's going to affect you so heavily, it's like I said, it's almost like you are indecisive about something. And this is obviously something that you're weighing, and it's weighing heavily on you. And it's almost like you have to you juggle these thoughts in your head. This indecision that you have in your head, you're juggling it. It also comes across to me, Gemini, it's as if I wouldn't say you're scared, possibly, of this decision that you need to make. You possibly could be scared. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're scared. Sorry. When I look at the reading now with the following card, that's the Knight of Coins and the Six of Wands. Coins are represented by earth signs. It also represents what you value. Knights are usually represented by people, fast movement, somebody moving in a direction, because it's a Knight of Coins. So it's somebody that's, it's almost like you have to make a decision, Gemini, between something between, how do I express this? This decision that you need to make that could cause the death of something, okay? I don't know what specifically it is that you're scared of, or that you're weighing so heavily, okay? But it could also be that you are wary that it may not have the desired effect on your life or the desired outcome. It could be that you are indecisive about something because you're scared that it may not have the desired outcome that you want. Okay? Because if you choose the specific thing or the specific new direction possibly that you want to, because there's a lot of wands here. I see a lot of wands here. There's a 9 of wands here, the 6 of wands, king of wands, 2 of wands, which indicates to me, and there's the ace of coins, which indicates to me that there is something within you, a decision that you need to make. And this decision will affect some part of your life. It could be that it's going to affect the financial part of your life. It could be that this decision that you need to make involves travel because because of the ace of coins as well and the wand cards. Okay, it looks to me, Gemini, like your mind. It looks to me like, yeah, when I look at the Knight of Coins, um, it's, I don't know, you come across as someone that's very, there's something that's holding you back. I get the distinct feeling there's something that's holding you back. It could be a legal matter that's holding you back, okay? You possibly, I get the distinct feeling that you are, what comes to mind is web. This is the first word that comes to mind is web. And when I talk about web, it's almost like somebody's that tangled up in something. This is what's coming up here. I also see this here also with the 6 of wands. You will see the in the background there's almost like um I, there's almost like a web. See, it's almost like somebody that's tangled up in a situation. Okay, it could be a financial situation or a legal battle that you're tied up in, and because of this legal battle that you're tied up in, it means that you cannot move into a specific direction that you possibly want to move in. And when you started all the reading with the 10 of swords, I said that she has a rose of transformation. It's almost like you want to move in the specific direction, whichever. It could be a new project, because with the 6 of wands, I think it could be a project, okay? And it could be something that's very, could be beneficial to you monetary wise, because there's a lot of wands involved, but you're tied up by something, or something that's holding you back. Okay. You know what song comes to mind? It's a song that's popping into my mind right now. A song of Billy Ocean. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. I don't know why that song. I don't know if you know that song. But I'm not sure even if that's the title of the song, but I know he sings it. So I'm not sure if the song is any relevance to this reading, but this is the song that just popped up into my head. Okay. So, like I said, it could be something that's holding you back, a legal matter. You could be in the process of a divorce or separation of some kind, and this is something that's holding you back and you can't move forward, although you want to. It You start off the reading obviously with the Ten of Swords because the Rose of Transformation is carried in this woman's hand. This could be a matter that causes you to juggle a lot of things, and because you have to juggle these things also, it places you also in a position where you're very emotional with the Page of Cups. Okay, that being the following card, and with the Page of Cups, like I said, court cards represent people. A page is represented by a young person. It comes across to me, Gemini, with the Page of Cups, cups representing emotion, that you could possibly, the word that comes to mind is your, for lack of a better word or explanation, is it's almost like your emotions are dried up, or the specific situation that you're in. It's like it it has drawn you. It has, okay, I'm looking for the correct words to express myself. Energetically, okay, it was draining to you with the Page of Cups. It's almost like the situation left you drained of emotion, and as if you feel numb. Okay, it's almost like it could be that you are in a view with the Six of Wands too. It could be that there's a lot of conflict surrounding the situation. Okay, with the Six of Wands and the Page of Cups, it could be that there's a lot of conflict with this specific situation. Okay, and and it places you in a very difficult position, obviously. Okay, I'm going to put this like this. It's almost like you feel like what word comes to mind is emotionless. It's not like you don't care, it's just like this thing drained you to such an extent that it's almost like you're wishing it for it to be over, something to that effect. Okay, counting comes to mind. I don't know why. It's like you're counting the days. This is followed by the King of Wands and the Two of Wands. And you will see here the King of Wands here in the specific deck is represented by a man walking on stilts. And there's a woman, she's an acrobat like they in a circus. It could be because of the situation that almost like you, with the man walking on stilts, it's almost like you trying to balance the situation so that it doesn't affect certain parts of your life. It's almost like somebody that's going through a separation or a divorce, and this person has to make sure it doesn't affect their family life, the kids, the work environment. You may be in a position with all the wands that appear, that you're in a position you could be a manager or a boss or something in a very prominent position, and with the I don't know why this is coming through. You see the man with the overalls. There's a man here with overalls. Overalls. I don't know what do you call it, like working clothes. Okay? Yeah, in this Knight of Coins. You could be someone that's very in type of industry that requires your full attention, that you may work with your hands. This is coming through strongly. You may be someone that works with your hands. It requires you to be very diligent, and it requires you to put all your attention. This is also what comes through with the King of Wands. If they don't pay attention to what they do, they may fall over, they may hurt themselves, injure themselves. Okay, so this is coming across strongly, that you may be in a position of a job that you're doing that requires you to be present in your job. Okay, and this situation is affecting you. I strongly get the feeling you're the King of Wands, because like I said, it's almost like it could be that you have a type of a technical job. I don't know what it is, okay? What I also pick up here comes across as distortion. The word distortion comes to mind. I don't know why this word distortion comes to mind, okay? This is followed by the Two of Wands and the Hanged Man. And like I said in the beginning of the reading, it's almost like you're a traditional person. You could be a very traditional Gemini. You may be a Gemini, you may be, but there's something that's holding you back. I don't know if it's a past belief or a conditioning, but it's definitely a block, okay, of some sort that you have. This type of block that you have is not a type of mental block. It comes across more as something physical, something that's a type of a structure. Okay, a type of a structure. It's not a mental thing. It could possibly be a mental thing, but with the wands, it comes more across as something of structure. Okay. Two of Wands is the next card in the Hanged Man. And the Two of Wands, you will see, like I said the person is a technical person. This is a man is teaching the student a skill. It could be that you're a physical person, you're doing a physical skill. You get a lot like a mechanical engineer, or something to that effect, or something physical, okay? It also comes across to me that it could possibly be that you're in a position like a job where it requires you to learn something new, and it you find it difficult to learn these new things. Okay. You possibly someone that's in a job that's going to require to make changes in the specific job. For instance, I want to make an example. What example can I think of? For instance, with the type of world that we're living in, everything in the world is becoming more uh, technology. Okay, machines and stuff are taking over everything. So obviously, in some instances, in some places, people are going to be replaced by computers and machines that are going to do the job. So possibly it could be that you're a very old-fashioned person, you're doing a job in the old-fashioned way, and all of a sudden there are these changes in your job and you find it difficult to adjust to these changes, and it requires you to learn something new. Okay, with this card, it requires you to learn something new and you find it difficult to transition. You find it difficult, the transition, you find it difficult. Okay, and I can understand where this death card also comes in. It's almost like a person that has done something in a certain way all their life too, and now they all of a sudden have to change whatever they do and adjust whatever they do because it's not going to work for them anymore. And the universe is asking you to take a hangman position, almost like a type of a time out, because it may be that the hangman is not someone that's like a hermit. It's just someone that just needs to reflect about something, maybe just take time out to learn this specific thing. It may not be as difficult as you think it's going to be, okay? This is followed by the Ace of Coins and the Six of Cups. The Ace of Coins, you will see here, it's represented by a rainbow and a man holding a coin in his hand. And they are like, this looks like, what do you call this? Corn or something to that effect, wheat, which indicates to me fertility and abundance and prosperity and wealth. And this coin card indicates that to me, with your knowledge, whatever this is, I don't know what this is, okay? With your expertise and knowledge, with the Six of Cups following. And the Six of Cups also speaks of old and new and tradition and old things, or it could be also that you're placed in a situation where this is also coming across strongly, is where you could be an older person. You're in a situation where you are possibly going to be replaced with a younger person, or you are required to be taught by a younger person, and you maybe have uh, uh, maybe set in your ways, and you feel kind of bruised that you don't feel valued anymore. Okay, you feel that your contributions are not valued anymore. This could be also another scenario. But you have to understand, when you got the fear of death, it's almost like when you talk about fear of death in this regard, in this reading, it could be that you fear that what you contributed on is not valued anymore, or the contribution that you made is not valued anymore. If this is a situation, a relationship where you feel that you're not valued anymore, or your contribution is not valued anymore, And it's almost like the universe is also asking you with the Hangman card to maybe just take time out and reflect on the situation, and also, instead of seeing it from a perspective where you see it from a victim mentality, where you see it from a perspective that you're going to, when I said earlier that you could possibly feel numb about the situation, and as if you don't care anymore because you just want the situation to be finished, whatever the situation is. It's almost like the universe is asking you to take time out with the Hangman, because this whatever the situation is, we can always, regardless of whatever it is that we experience in life, consider it as something valuable with the Ace of Coins, something that we can learn from. Okay, and you can also, all your learning experiences is also valuable, and it's also something that could contribute. And this Six of Cups also indicates to me that you may also need to see it that way, that you don't need to consider yourself as not important anymore if it's regarding a job, that whatever you contribute is still valuable, and that maybe with the Six of Cups it requires you to look at it from a perspective as to how you can combine, also with the Two of Wands, how you can combine the old and the new and create it into something that is something that's valuable, something that's valuable for everybody involved. It makes me think, seeing that this is the Karma Music Tarot deck, it makes me think of artists that take old songs and they recreate it into something new, and they add maybe, for instance, a rap song, and they take an old song and they add new stuff to it, okay, in order for to give it more, I don't know, make it more likable to a younger audience, perhaps. This is also what's coming through. Maybe it's something, a project or something that you need to consider as to how can you make it more likable to a younger audience with the Six of Cups. Whatever this is, it could be that you're in a job situation and it requires you, if you're a managerial position and you're working with younger people, the universe is asking you to look at it from their perspective so that you can combine the old and the new, and create something absolutely like retro or something very new, where everybody will like the end result at the end of the day. Okay, this is your reading for today, Gemini. I hope it was helpful, and I hope whatever this endeavor is that you are successful. I get the distinct feeling this could possibly be a work-related issue regarding whatever. I don't know what this is. But I hope you get to sort it out. I hope you get to find the solution to whatever this is that you're going through. Anyway, please take care. Please like, share, and subscribe. And see you next time. Bye.